Welcome to We the Nation India. This episode I would like to highlight two things that whosoever is a news reader, of course everybody is, how to convert your news into views. It should not be just reading newspaper and throwing them in a dustbin. It should be within your heart, some residue should be there, something in your mind that should keep reminding you, that generates concern what we are missing. So two things I would like to address here. One thing is news, how to convert them into views to which should touch your mind, and second thing is that when you have this kind of, I don't say that you don't have, I am trying to add something according to my professional experience and realization, that if you develop this kind of skill, especially among your young members of the family, you will find them, they start not only living, they start leading in their life, and whatever area they want to explore, they would lead there. Because simply living doesn't make any sense when you have potential to lead. But very few people are able to utilize their potential to lead. They generally compromise with living. Let me clarify you how to. Two, three things should be in your mind while thinking of leading. First thing is that respect time. Time respect you. You see today the country, all those countries, especially Japan I would refer, they respect time because of that time respecting them. See, the same Japan which was devastated in 1945, now the same Japan is ready to invest in India, and we got independence in 1947 and we are begging before them for all sorts of technology. On the contrary, the situation should have been, Japan headline should have been that India is going to invest in Japan. Then we should have felt proud of. On the contrary, we feel proud of that Japan is getting ready to invest in India. That is called art of leading, by respecting time. And that comes from the manpower. That is called, I would remind you, Amartya Sen, Dr. Amartya Sen, who has said, no other capital generates human capital. The human capital that generates other capital. So promoting human capital is really capitalism, and that we have developed in terms of human resource development. Let us have a skill. Let us have awareness. Let us have, then only one can have employment. Don't you think this way? Just think of that if farmers growing potato having a skill to cut them into potato chips, they need a skill of packaging, and marketing is not at all a problem. If you are going to control quality, any big brand will put label over there and it would be super duper hit in market. What farmers are, and today what the money, you see, it is one potato chips packet costing you 10 rupee, 40 rupee, 10 rupee, 20 rupee. That is hardly cost of production is 50 paisa or 1 rupee. And the farmers is getting 1 rupee and the processing industry is getting 20 rupee, 30 rupee, 10 rupee. Think of, if farmers having this kind of a skill, if you develop this kind of a skill, generate awareness, the farmers would be getting this much of money from agro processing. Similarly, those who are growing wheat, if they establish their flour mill, start making atta, suji, maida, etc. What I mean to say in nutshell, that what is you, art of leading does not mean only you are leading. Art of leading does mean when you give smile to lots of people by giving them certain idea, by letting them execute the idea, by helping them executing the idea. This is what it is. Lots of examples are there. Lots of examples where an agro processing especially generates many fold profit. I have seen poor people selling what you call it custard apple, sitafal, on the streets of Hyderabad number of times, literally begging, like waiting for customers. And if their skill is developed within 3 or 4 days, they can't wait for skill development for a year. That how to take out custard apple, how to pack them, how to package them. Apart from that simple processing skill, they can be easily marketed. See the example of coconut water. Recently one Coco Fly, they are promoting their coconut water costing around 60 rupees, and they are able to take around 4 packs from one coconut. Think of East Godavari district, the farmers are selling coconut 1 rupee 50 paisa, and from same coconut the corporates are generating 240 rupees. Where is the money going on? This is going to corporates. Then why farmers will grow coconut? This is the reason, in spite of having so much of huge farm credit, farmers committing suicide. This need to be addressed, because I would like to remind all of you, Shastri ji has said Jai Jawan and Jai Kisan. Unfortunately, today Jawan are dying and Kisan are dying. Then how can we be growing? These two people who are securing the country and giving food security to us, if they are dying, country will never grow. And it is not only responsibility of government to come forward and do everything. It is responsibility of all of us to generate awareness. And I am trying my level best through this means, that to reaching to youth. I myself doing that on ground, and at the same time I am requesting all the youth of India who are talented, waiting to join civil services to do wonders, but show some wonders before joining civil services. Show some wonders before joining multinational, show some wonders before going abroad, that yes, the same person going abroad doing wonders, and the same person not able to do wonders and always creeping and crying or condemning the government. Condemning is never a solution. Why don't you realize while leaving the country that what you are able to get that get abroad, that is because of the grooming in this country, but you forgot. This is not the way. This is the reason. And only thing, we don't have shortfall of talent. We have only shortfall of skill, shortfall of willpower. Skill and will. Skill and will. Will and skill. That can change the entire nation. Let us be a movement. Let us take it as a movement. And this is the major mission what I have launched to We the Nation of India. And I will keep highlighting all the issues to make you aware that yes, to develop concern, like just few seconds to make you feel like, suppose you are going through a news that yes, it is demonetization. You go into detail. What is demonetization? How money supply is, how it is similar to blood supply in the body. The way blood supply in the body, there is pure blood, impure blood, and lungs purifying the blood. Similarly, there is black money, white money in economy, and black money has to be purified so that the system should work. But here lungs is doing all sorts of job. Here the demonetization of policy has doing the same what lungs is doing in our body. We need huge money supply to have cheaper loan, to have cheap capital, to have low cost of production. This way we can change. Apart from that, suppose you read out about India has launched cryogenic engine. Don't wait for cryogenic, whether you are technical, non-technical, go into that and think of lots of leaders having their hand raised in all sorts of hoarding around the country. Have you ever seen any scientist in any hoarding, ISRO chairperson in any hoarding that we are proud of you, ISRO, you have done wonders for us, we are using a smartphone, we are using satellite television, but nobody is ever conveying thanks to. Don't you think how many people in our country really think at least once in 24 hours then how and why secured they are? In spite of we being so thankless, I tell you, thankless, our security forces, they are standing on border, facing all sorts of challenges, facing all sorts of pain, constraint, but one mission, one passion, they are safeguarding our country, and we are having pain just because of standing in queue. Absolutely unfair, absolutely unfair. And let us understand one thing I would like to say. See, it is if you compare, without any presumption, if you compare generally policemen and army men, you will find that out of 100 army soldiers, one may let you go by taking something. Exception. 99 will not accept at any cost. If you don't deserve, they won't let you go. And in police, why it is so, they are crop of same society, only 20 will stop you and 80 will take something and let you go. Why it is so? It is not their fault or their merit. It's a question of our fault of grooming. How are we grooming them? They are crop of same society. One member of the family is in army, one member of the family in police. And see the attitudinal difference, see the language, see the discipline. Why it is so? This is one, it is not I am comparing army or policemen. I am basically comparing that it is the discipline to respect time, to respect values, to respect your mission, to respect your life. Unless you respect your life, respect yourself, you won't be respecting others and of course nation. We the nation India is having this mission. I will keep coming on a screen with different issues to make you whatever I can to the best of my ability and resources. But the mission is to generate movement. I am very sure that this one move may convert into movement within short while, a national movement to generate national awareness, whatever we are missing today. Thank you.